So I've talked about the Impossible Burger multiple times on this channel, and I think multiple times I've said that it's cool. I love that it exists. It's awesome, but it's not really for me. I'm not really interested in, burgers, really. Meat is not something that I miss. I'm not interested in a, plant-based burger that bleeds. For those who don't know, the Impossible Burger, what makes it different is that it has heme iron. It is a 100% plant-based burger, but it contains heme iron that they originally got from the roots of soybeans. It's actually pretty cool. There's a whole thing with that. People think that it's unsafe because of, genetic engineering and all that sort of stuff. I made a video about that. And what else? I talked about them. Oh, there was a whole thing with PETA, where PETA was going after the Impossible Burger for animal testing and various other things. It was pretty ridiculous. Made a video about that. And then there was also the Impossible Whopper. There was a lawsuit involving that whole thing. That's not really relevant, but that's another video where I talked about the Impossible Burger. My point is I've not been super interested in the Impossible Burger in terms of like myself trying it. Fast forward to like 4 days ago, I went shopping and looking in the little plant-based meat section, which our grocery store, Fred Meyer, which is owned by Kroger, it's essentially a Kroger store, which they have this little plant-based meat section that is in the meat section of the grocery store. And I didn't even know it was there for like a long time until very recently because I don't really go over there. And I happened to go over there and saw the plant-based section and saw like, oh, this is where they keep the, Beyond Burger, the Beyond sausage, and also the Simple Truth, the Kroger, the in-house brand. They have the, I think it's called Emerge, and they've got a couple different products, including like a grind. And I've talked about that before. It's really, really good, actually. We use it for tacos primarily. So yeah, I was going over there to get some more of the grind, and lo and behold, the Impossible Burger. I totally forgot that they put that into Kroger stores, I think just a couple months ago. It finally went into retail sometime last year, like in the fall last year. And then it's been like slowly put out into more and more stores. And then, like I said, in May, they rolled it out to, I think, like all Kroger stores. So that was a good and also not great surprise because I knew like, oh, I have to try it. Like I can't not try it. So without further ado, here is me trying the Impossible Burger, cooking and trying. And just to be clear, it doesn't come in a patty shape for those who don't know. It comes in just like a block, like a grind type thing that you can then form into burgers, meatballs, use it for tacos, whatever you want to do. But I did end up making burgers from it. Burgers. So here you go.
Ow! Ow!
Oh no. I'm just having flashbacks when I fed my animals a stupid raw diet and like cutting up all the pork and oh god. Okay. It's fine. Is that a third? Okay, just pretend I'm making like a bean burger. Oh, it smells so weird. I don't like it. It definitely smells different from the Beyond Beef and the the Simple Truth grind that we like. Like it does not smell like those. I don't know if I've ever even like made burgers. Yeah, I don't like the smell, but it doesn't smell like beef. I think it smells better than the grind, the Simple Truth Emerge. That stuff smells terrible when it's cooking. Okay, finished product. You can see it gets all gray, just like meat. Yum. That's a color I really missed in my diet, I'm hoping I didn't overcook it. I had my stovetop just on medium.
It's not that bad. It's not nearly as bad as I thought. That is not meat. It's weird, but it's not meat. It's got a weird taste, like the Beyond Burger does. It's got like a different taste from your typical like vegan burger.
I can't imagine anybody being fooled by that and thinking that's meat. Maybe I'm just super sensitive to the heme thing, but like when I remember eating a burger, it's like that aftertaste of heme, of like blood, was just very strong. Like that does not have that really at all. I don't taste anything like that. It just has like a slightly weird aftertaste, just like the Beyond Burger and I feel like there's another like high protein vegan burger that I've tried versus like your typical vegan burger or veggie patty or something. Like that's what separates them. I don't know. Like I don't think this is any, maybe texture a little bit. I don't know, because I'm eating it with so many different things. I really don't want to just like take a piece. Blah. Yeah, it's more of a consistent taste throughout. I guess that's heme. That's just not the taste that I associate with beef. That horrible aftertaste that I always hated. That's what I was afraid of. This doesn't have that. It's just got its own weird little thing that's kind of meat-like. I mean, it's good. It's not a bad burger. I think I prefer the Morningstar Farms Meat Lover burgers. I think those are the ones that we get. I think those are still my favorite. But yeah, it's not bad. It's fine. I will say about halfway, a little over halfway through, I was done. I was like, I'm not going to eat any more of this because the taste is just weird. It's maybe slightly heme-like, but I don't know if that's just because I know it's heme and that, it's supposed to taste like that, right? Or if it actually does have some sort of meat-like thing. I don't know, but it really does not taste like meat to me at all. I can't imagine people really thinking that's meat. And I don't think I'm misremembering because, I still smell beef, like walking past fast food and whatnot, and it's exactly that smell/taste that I remember, right? And again, the Impossible Burger just does not have that at all. I wonder if it's just that's what people are being told, so they're tasting it and being like, yeah, it really is meat. I don't know, maybe people aren't as discerning, or like I've said before, maybe there is something with me and potentially other vegans and vegetarians where we possibly are more sensitive to certain flavors of meat, and maybe that's why so many of us don't like it. Obviously, there are people who go vegetarian and vegan, for ethical reasons, for health reasons, and they love the taste of meat and they miss it and all of that. But I think a lot of us, particularly those who stay long term, it's not a sacrifice because we never really liked it in the first place, right? So, yeah, it doesn't taste like meat, but doesn't taste particularly good. I will definitely stick with the meatless, what is it? No, not meat, Meat Lover, the Morningstar Farms Meat Lover burger. We like that one. The Beyond Beef, I actually like more than I did initially. I have a video trying that. It actually made me pretty nauseous, which was interesting. This one did not. The Impossible Burger did not. It didn't really have much of an aftertaste to me. So they're kind of flipped. The Impossible Burger, while you're eating it, not super tasty. Even with all the stuff on the burger, it's not, I don't like it. It's a weird taste, But there's not really any sort of aftertaste. So I didn't end up, which is, for those who watch me regularly know, that's an issue I have with a lot of foods. Like even pineapple. Like I love pineapple. The aftertaste of pineapple is effing gross. I can't be the only person who thinks that. I might be the only person who thinks that. I have weird food issues, Yeah, so I was really surprised that the Impossible Burger did not seem to have any sort of aftertaste for me. So that was weird. The Beyond Burger, eating it, I thought it tasted pretty good, had like kind of a weird, taste thing going on, but it was the aftertaste that really got me, and I ended up feeling kind of nauseous after eating it. I've had it since then, maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's been fine. I like it, but again, I prefer the Meat Lovers burger over the Beyond Burger, but it's good. Gardein also has a meaty sort of burger. It's pretty amazing now how many like super high protein vegan burgers we have now. I think Trader Joe's has one or is putting one out. Can't quite remember. I haven't been there in so long. The pandemic, it's, shopping's a lot harder, and I try to minimize how many places I go, right? So I tend to just go to Kroger, but I think they have one. A lot of them are pea-based now, which is cool. I really like, because soy is, one of the top like 8 allergens, so that's pretty cool. I'm sure there are a few others that I'm forgetting, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. So I'm really grateful to Impossible Foods, the makers of the Impossible Burger, and also Beyond Meat, making Beyond Beef and having just these super high protein burgers that people really like. It's influenced the market. We can see all these other brands now are coming out with their own versions of that. Oh, Light Life, I think they have one too. Yeah, so there's just a million of them. So I feel like I kind of feel like a weight has been like lifted off of me, because I've been kind of dreading, like, when am I going to try this thing? It's kind of like with the Perfect Day. ice cream, right? Now that was actually not vegan in the sense that it does contain animal products, but they're not, cruelly obtained, right? Yeah, I was worried about trying that because whey, I thought, well, is it going to taste like milk? Is it going to have that dairy taste that, again, I don't miss? I don't want that taste in my food. So again, I was like, of course I bought it as soon as they released, I don't even remember how many, like 1,000, orders, something like that. And yeah, so I lucked out and got it and was just kind of anxiously waiting it, like, I don't want to do it, but it was totally fine. It didn't have that taste. And the same here. It didn't taste like meat. It wasn't good, but it wasn't like, oh my God, gross. But also, like, I want it to taste as much like meat as possible so that more people will choose it, right? So yeah, it's coming from a very selfish place to be like, oh, good. It doesn't taste like meat. Yay. But really, yeah, I would like something that is just so meat that people will choose it, right? Like, no issue. Of course, then you get into the cost issue. I don't remember how much this cost, because it was something like, well, I have to buy it, doesn't matter. It could be $50, I'm still going to buy it, right? But I'm assuming that it was more, probably quite a bit more than just your regular, ground beef. And obviously I'm glad so many people do find it to be so similar, if, maybe it's not, they know it's not meat, but it's enough, right? I wonder if people maybe get caught up in like it has to taste like meat. Like if you know it's not meat, well, then it's not good enough. Like maybe it is though. If you're looking for umami and protein and all those sorts of flavors and the texture and everything, the texture is really good. That's something I didn't say. It is really, really good. I think similar to the Beyond Beef, really, really good texture. But yeah, I mean, if all those elements are there, I feel like what else do you need from like a burger or any other like meat product? If all of the things that you're looking for are there, does it really matter if it doesn't taste exactly like meat? I don't know. I guess for some people it does. Final thing, nothing to do with the Impossible Burger, but I just wanted to bring it up. I've found 2 companies that are working on in vitro meat or clean meat for pets. This is something I've talked about before. It seems like, why don't we have more of this for pets? It's way less regulated than food for humans, right? So it seems like that would be an easy way to go to kind of get all of this moving forward. So there are 2. There is Because Animals, and I think the other one is Beyond Pet Foods. Beyond Pet Foods has put out a dog food bar that's plant-based, and they're using that money to then put into creating some sort of clean meat. And then Because Animals, they are working on, I believe, some clean meat for cats, some sort of treat, I think. Just wanted to mention it because it's exciting and super cool. There's always stuff going on with clean meat. I recommend New Harvest, which is what they focus on, is clean meat. Their Instagram account is really, really interesting because they kind of get into more of the nitty gritty of how this all works and just sharing the researchers that they've given grants to or whoever who are working on this stuff. And you can kind of get some idea of how all of this works. I know for me, that's been very interesting because I don't really understand. Like, I understand, but not really. And it's really interesting to watch some of the stuff that they post, some of the little videos and everything. So highly recommend following them. Good Food Institute as well. They are heavily involved in the, plant-based meat alternatives and also clean meat. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, support the channel, patreon.com/unnaturalvegan, and I will have a new video hopefully soon. I don't have any extra stuff. What time is it? Yeah, baby needs to go to sleep. I'm thinking like Animal Crossing. What else is there? Oh, partner didn't like it either. So, not surprising. Partner has not had meat in a very, very long time. Way longer than I have. So, yeah, not surprising that he was not a fan.